Hey, how you going? It's me again. The topic of today's video here, the Mk4 Supra. Everyone knows about it, even if you don't want to know about it. You know about it. Enough people have fucking made enough noise that you can't not see it. I'm sorry. So is the Mk4 Supra the most overhyped JDM car of all time? Kind of. But it depends on who you're talking to. Being, obviously, you know who you're talking to now, so you can guess what my opinion is. But I own it. I have no intentions of ever selling it. But I'll tell you, it's a little overhyped. Valid. But I think where this all goes wrong is people's expectations for things. Being the Supra online has been made out to be everything it's not. Being it's the supercar killer, it's, the ender of worlds as such. People come up with all of these sort of ways of hyping it up. And okay, this is to give the Supra some credit. Being it's not a car that exists that goes, it has, all this recognition and stuff and it's undeserved or whatnot. It had to have been good in the first place to get any sort of recognition. But yes, it has gone disproportionately large. The Supra will not cause a black hole or rift in space and time from its incredible speed. Or no, the Supra will not do XYZ. But that was just the expectation that was put upon it. Being the Supra for me doesn't fall short of my expectations, because that's where I think everyone goes wrong with hero cars in general or expectations. It doesn't help that when they become more inaccessible, that will just boost that to infinity, because things will become more unobtainable, which will then boost their notoriety, which then makes them more unobtainable, which then boosts their... Is it notoriety? I don't know. It could do spectacular things, but it was people watching it do those things that sort of gave it its name. With the JDM hero car market, and we'll just say for the Supra, it's a game of musical chairs. Someone's got to leave the market for someone to join. And usually these people don't want to leave the market for less than what they got into it for. It's just how it goes. I understand with anything in life, and this goes for even luxury goods, the amount of things that have a big price tag, so there's an expectation to what it should provide and what experience it should give to you. Being, if something's worth more than something else, you have higher expectations. That's how things work. But this thing, once upon a time, was not worth that. So I got into it during that time where it was still worth money, but not disproportionate. But now that it's become disproportionate, there are now expectations that exceed what it could provide. But depending on what your expectations are, it can provide plenty. Is people comment on the Supra being a boat, or it's too heavy and it's a GT car and they're not really meant to be a sports car or whatnot, which I understand, like as in its sole purpose and where it lives within the race world. But as a street owner who takes their car out on the weekend for a bit of fun, can't corner like a Sylvia can, or it can't corner like some other lightweight equivalent. But I can't do that. And he goes, yeah, but when I drive this, it doesn't rattle like hell. I'm getting sidetracked, I'm sorry. But yes, the Supra, for me, it corners just fine. I have not been able to push this thing to its limit. I've been able to drive this through the hinterland at above speed limit speeds without losing traction. I've been able to drift it, even though my alignment's not fantastic for it, being when I spin up the wheels, it doesn't ice skate, it pushes. You feel like you're in a shopping trolley just getting pushed by a big dude behind you. It's not a slow slide. Once you break traction, it'll start pulling. It has a lot of mechanical grip, I should say. The Supra for me isn't the lightest or most nimble car on planet Earth. There are plenty of other cars that do it much better. I'd say like minimalist approach to the car, but I thought I'm a realistic approach. It's not overdoing it. You don't need 800 horsepower to the wheels and you're, roasting second, roasting third, and you're just gripping fourth and you're driving a Banshee. This is a car I could commute to work in, take up the hinterland for fun, and go get a coffee on Sunday. And just drive it. There's nothing about this car that makes it undrivable. Sorry about the little rant for today. It wasn't exactly a rant, because I didn't have really any video ideas. I just thought of what's a subject that I can shed a little bit of information on. With me doing YouTube, I don't have a content schedule. I don't know what the next video will be. I just sort of come up with an idea and I record it here sitting down with my hands in my pockets. About 2 years ago, I tried to make videos on purpose. These are screamer pipes for the Supra, because I did some Google searching and couldn't find what I was after. And I wanted to know that if a screamer pipe's material and length dimensions was changed, could it change sound? And I had the material of aluminium/aluminum, and stainless steel and titanium, which is in the car now, which I totally forgot about. Because I butchered the stainless because it has an expansion chamber on it. I forgot what I was trying to achieve. I thought I was going to create like a swirl pot and that it would shoot out of the wastegate and pile up and then make cool noises. But that video never came to light because nothing mattered. There was not a noticeable difference. And the time it took to make this happen was bullshit. It was shit. Me roping my friend into fabricating this for me. And so I'll tell you the results of that one actually. All right, then the test results were the aluminium got excessively hot, and if I kept going any further, it would probably detach from the V-band itself. This was no good, and it started to discolor, but in a very bad way. But anyway, look at that discoloration. That is completely artificial with a blowtorch. Whoa. Anyway, what I'm saying, my experiment brought up nothing, but I'm interested in making all sorts of videos. I just don't know what to do yet. Again, read the script, read my bio. It says creative dumping grounds. That means I gotta figure out shit. Look at that. Screamer. This pipe goes from your wastegate to the floor. And it lets everyone know how cool you are. I like to do other experiments because I'm really big on car sound. I've owned two 1Js in my lifetime, but I had one in a Sora with a twin exit exhaust, and then I had the Mk4 with a single exit. But that same engine from that Sora is in this car, and it sounds ever so slightly different. And I would love to run experiments to, optimize sound. I always like the idea of doing a perfect sound. I did it for the Magna, there's an exhaust system that exists that has an incredible sound that you can no longer buy, and no one knows the brand of it. So I had to look at old videos of where this exhaust was included and have a friend fabricate it just from looking at like pictures. So first world problems, I know. I'm obsessed with sound, as I play guitar and I like loud bikes and cars. It's what I enjoy. Look, if you stuck around for the ramblings, I appreciate you, because I don't know if I could even listen to myself. I have output and I can't take input. And if you like the video, feel free to like and subscribe. And if you notice, I do reply to all my comments as much as I can, being the last video I got a few videos back, got a few too many comments to where I had to take my time to get through all of them. But I respond to every comment and I see every comment. Look, if there's something you want to get off your chest, just put it in the comments. I'll read it. Thank you for watching today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Or until next time. Over and out.